What's going on, Coldwater Nation? It's Geoff, and welcome to the 7th episode of the 2025 calendar fly tying series. Each month, I'll show you how I went about tying the corresponding fly from the 2025 Art of the Fly calendar by Paul Twitchell, as well as provide a bit of background to the history of that pattern. Today, I'll be showing you how I tied a fish skull superbugger for the month of July. Originally created by Martin Bawden around 2013, the superbugger features its patented fish skull helmet with realistic eyes and a flowing body for a more realistic and heavier variation of the classic woolly bugger. Intended for deep bodies of water or an extremely fast current, the superbugger offers the proven effectiveness of a woolly bugger with the weight and realistic appearance to trick even the pickiest of fish hugging the bottom. So without further ado, let's head over to the bench and get started on tying a fish skull superbugger.
Yeah. There he goes.
Oh my god, look at that! Look at that toe!
The squirmy worm is an effective and very deadly fly.
What's up, guys? My name's Brian,
And I'm Geoff.
and you're watching Coldwater. Let's rip some lips.
This video is brought to you in part by Upstate Excursions and by Black Dog Outdoor Sports. First, I'll grab a size 6 stinger hook and get that settled into my vise. Then, I will begin my wraps of black 8/0 thread behind the eye of the hook before snipping off my excess thread. Then I will continue to take wraps down to the bend of the hook before grabbing a pink Marabou feather and measuring that up to be just about 1.5 to 2 times the length of the shank of the hook. Traditionally, the Marabou tail on a woolly bugger would be shorter to prevent missed hookups on short strikes, but with a super bugger I find fish tend to prefer the longer tail over a shorter tail. However, when I'm happy with the length of the tail, I'll take a pinch wrap to secure the Marabou tail to the fly before taking open wraps up the body of the fly to secure the rest of the Marabou to the shank of the fly. Afterwards, I'll snip off the excess before securing the cut ends down and then moving my thread in open spirals back down the shank. From here, I will take a light blue medium-sized soft hackle feather and strip off the fuzzy ends of the feather before parsing out the fibers of the feather until I've created a small tip to the feather. That tip then I can use as an anchor to secure the feather to the fly. After I've secured the hackle feather to the fly, I will then begin to take touching wraps of the feather around the shank of the hook while also being careful to comb the fibers back as to not trap any fibers, but as a way to hold most of the fibers in a rearward angle. Then I will take my thread and take wraps over and in front of the exposed stem of the hackle to secure the wraps in place before taking my scissors and snipping off the excess. I will then complete the same process as I did with the blue soft hackle feather, but this time with a dark red soft hackle feather. The only difference being that this time, once I have separated the fibers back from the tip, I will cut the tip short before tying the red soft hackle feather in and then wrapping it to finish up the body of the fly. Next, I will grab my whip finishing tool and make a 6-turn whip finish before adding a good amount of head cement to the head of the fly. I will then take the fish skull helmet and slide that over the eye of the hook and pressing it into the head cement covered wraps of the thread for a tight bond. Then I will rewrap and secure my thread in front of the fish skull helmet before making another 6-turn whip finish and adding more head cement to ensure those thread wraps don't come undone. After all of that is done, I will dab a small amount of head cement into one of the eye sockets, and then I will take one of the plastic eyes included with the fish skull helmets and place it into the head of the fly before adding a small amount of pressure to ensure the eye is secured in place. Lastly, I'll repeat the same process for the other eye before doing some final checks to ensure the fly looks just the way I want it to be. And that's all there is to tying a fish skull super bugger. If you enjoyed this fly tying tutorial and you want to see more like this one, leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a new video. That's all for now. Tight lines, everybody.